Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Each day I've selected a composer who's had a role to play with these two organizations. Today it is the composer Leland Sateren, born in 1913, died in 2007. He was not only a composer, but of course a very famous conductor. And from 1950 until 1979 was the conductor of the Augsburg College Choir here in Minneapolis. He went to grad school at the University of Minnesota, and I loved the fact they had a radio station at the university, and he was the music director at KUOM. He wrote more than 400 choral pieces, and the piece I began this program with is an arrangement that he did of an old Swedish melody, because Scandinavian choral music was an important thing for Leland. He brought many pieces of Scandinavian composers, Norwegian, Swedish, Finnish, Danish. He brought them all to the Twin Cities. Certainly one of the highlights was when he brought Knut Nystedt, the Norwegian composer. He received from the King of Norway, King Olaf V, the St. Olaf Medal. He wrote a piece which the Plymouth Church Choir performed a number of times, a setting of Psalm 121, "The Lord is thy keeper." And many times when you hear this, it's a kind of very solemn, peaceful, but his is much more energetic. The women begin and then the men come in. Then there is a quieter middle section, and then we come back at the end. He also, like many composers, would take an old chorale theme and make a new piece based on that. So he took a chorale. This is a piece that he called The Word Victorious. He used a Johann Kruger chorale, which begins, and from that, he began the piece, not with the chorale right at the beginning, just parts of it. And then in very romantic chords, he did. Onward, making this piece full and big until finally he gets to the end. The chorale comes in. I opened this program playing a little bit of that Swedish melody, and it's really, I think, one of my favorites. The words are by Princess Eugenie of Sweden, but I should have said the melody itself is Norwegian, so he brought Norway and Sweden together. It's called "My Heart is Longing to Praise My Savior." He begins just bringing voice after voice in before then we hear the familiar hymn. And then comes the hymn that we've heard. Then there's a verse the women just sing, and finally they all sing it. And again at the end, like at the beginning, a little beautiful postlude. It was my pleasure to know Leland Sateren, and he certainly did a great deal for Augsburg and also for music here in the Twin Cities and in the United States. Music of Leland B. Sateren. Have a wonderful day.